Did I just found game that makes Aristea my second best games with miniatures like arena fighting style 1 versus 1 thingy going on? Stay with me and find out. What's up everybody, welcome to the Life of a Board Gamer. My name is Daniel and today we are going to take a closer look at the game called Unmatched, Battle of Legends Volume 1. And the name Unmatched pretty much sums up everything. This is a game where you will be pitting Medusa, King Arthur, Alice in Wonderland, and Sinbad one against another for 2 to 4 players, ages 9 and up, 30 minutes. Let's get down to the table, let me show you what's inside this box and then we'll talk some more about it. Okay, so let's check out Unmatched. So first of all, the rulebook, that it's pretty easy, pretty simple to understand. The rules are clear, there's really no many questions once you read through it and play a game or two. And this is really so little rules and the game is yet so strategic, it is just unbelievable. So the next thing you get is a player board that is double-sided, so you can play on either side no matter the player count, 1, 2, 3 or 4 players. You can play on either side, and as you can see there are circles with different colors. Well, that's just for the different colors are if you are playing the range character. So for example, if some character is sitting over here on a yellow space, or let's say over here on a yellow and a pink space. So if you are a range character and you want to shoot at the guy sitting over here, you can be in any space that has this type of color on it, so either pink or yellow. So if I stand over here, I can easily shoot that guy over here, but if I'm standing over here, I can't, because this one has no pink, but this one has. Or yellow, if I'm standing here, I can shoot at him because I have a yellow space and he has yellow space beneath him. Pretty easy, pretty simple, just such a great thing. So next thing that you get is 4 characters. Each character is composed of decks of so we have a miniature deck of 30 cards and a sidekick. Some of them have more than one, but they usually come with the one sidekick. And once you kill sidekick, that's fine, but once you kill the main character, the game is over. So yeah, these are the miniatures, and they are painted by me, so these do not come pre-painted. So these are the miniatures. I hope you kind of see them, but there are videos on my channel for each of these miniatures up close, how I painted them. So if you want to know how I painted these to look like that, go check out on my channel. You can find videos there of me painting these miniatures. And basically at the start of the game, you will take a deck of cards, you will take your miniature, and you will take your sidekick. In the case of King Arthur, that's Merlin, and you will take their 2 dials, just put them on the starting health, because these are just dials to track your health, nothing else. And you will put them on their starting health. Just give me a second. Okay, and you are ready to go. That's that. Each of the characters has some special abilities. This one was supposed to be over here. So King Arthur, for example, is a melee character and he can boost his attack, actually his damage, with these cards. Each of them have different abilities. Medusa has some stunning. She can hurt you if you are on the same color space as her when it's her turn to play, and she comes with 3, not 1 but 3 sidekicks, but her sidekicks have only 1 health against, let's say for example Merlin that starts with 7 health. So there's a little bit of difference there. And we have Alice in Wonderland. She has a token, so she can be like a small and have some defense on her, or she can be big and have +2 on the damage. And of course she comes with a Jabberwock, her minion pet sort of, and that's her special ability. And we have a Sinbad. He has some abilities that work with the discard pile. So if he has some specific cards in the discard pile, some other cards will do like a lot of damage. And as you can see, the artwork on the cards is just absolutely gorgeous. Each of decks feels very unique. Each of the characters feel very unique when you play them. They have different play styles, and the cards, the artwork, even though it's the same artwork, I mean, it's the same style of artwork and everything. And I'm really having trouble taking this card out, and I'm not sure why. This should be easy, I guess, because I'm doing it like backwards. But I just want to show you some of the artwork on the cards. It just looks absolutely gorgeous. I just love the artwork of this game. It's so subtle, not like in your face, but yet it looks very effective, very nice. And as you can see, the insert fits cards that are sleeved, which is a big plus in my book. And yeah, that is that. That's everything that comes in this box. Okay, so that was Unmatched Battle of Legends Volume 1. I can't remember that name. It is just starter set. Let's call it starter set because it's the first one that showed up. So yeah, I said in my intro that this game replaced Aristea for me. In a sense, did it dethrone it? Did Aristea became my number two game? Because each time when somebody on forums or Facebook groups or anywhere said like, do you know a MOBA style game, like sort of where one player is fighting against another, one miniature, two miniature, three miniatures maybe, and there's some cards, maybe dice involved, I would always say Aristea. Then I would say from the Games Workshop the Underworld game, or what it's called, oh my god, I forgot the name. And now I played Unmatched, and definitely yes, Unmatched definitely dethroned any miniature game, skirmish miniature game, one on one, maybe two, maybe three miniatures, one against another. It completely blasted all of them and sitting on the throne. It is this game is absolute perfection if you want to play some miniature fighting games one against another and in 30 minutes or even less. Uh, I played it with Slaven, and we had so much fun trying out different characters, seeing how they work and everything. And it is just great. This game is so simple. You have a deck of 30 cards. You have your character. They have usually have one, but there's like a few of them that have more than one sidekick, and they will be running around, and you will just you have really few simple things you can do on your turn. You can move, you can attack, or you can play cards to ploy some things or something. But if you attack, you also play cards. You will play a card, defender will play a card, you will flip those cards, reveal some extra abilities on the cards, read them, see if you can cancel each other, do some damage, and after 30 minutes or less, somebody's going to be dead. And that is that. They did a beautiful thing with the line of sight. Line of sight is the problem in almost any of those games I played. Almost. Because usually the line of sight is like a super complicated thing, because if you measure from here to here, if it passes through like this or that, it just gives me a headache each time when I get some of these games for review that are like these miniature fighting thing is going on. And I know that there's always going to be pain once I go to the line of sight part of the rulebook, and this one has it done in such a beautiful way. I think they even said that they took the idea from the Tannhauser, the older game, where you are simple just watching for the different color circles. So if my circle has purple and you are in a circle that has a purple, that they are sharing the same color, the same pattern, I can attack you with a range attack. Simple as that. If we don't share any of the colors, because some of these circles can have multiple colors, if we don't share any of those colors, you can't attack me with the range. Of course, if you're attacking me with the melee, you have to be next to my circle, and we have to have connection, so that's pretty easy and simple. I'm just talking now about the range. And this game does it so beautifully. There was really nothing when we played. Usually when you play these games, there's always like, they always try to add these extra rules, extra stuff that break the rules, that twist the rules in different ways, just to maybe make the game more interesting. But at the end, what they do is just they make you going through the rule book multiple times, trying to figure out how the abilities work. Now, that's not a bad thing. Usually, you get them, you just take the rule book, you quickly find them. That's not like a bad stuff. But if you don't have to do that, then the game is even greater. That's why this game is number one for me. The moment I explained the rules, the moment we went through rulebook, we read what we wanted to know. We left the rulebook aside and we just played the game and enjoyed the game and outsmarting each other. And Slaven outsmarted me each time we played. So I am bad at this game, but still, it's my number one. So anytime if anyone asks me, do you know a game where I can maybe paint some miniatures and go one against another with my friend, with my brother, with my significant other, with whichever one you want to play? I will say Unmatched. Most definitely Unmatched. And there's like a gazillion expansions right now, and they all interchange with each other. So it is just absolutely beautiful. The amount of combinations, the things you can play with, it is just a great two-player game. This goes up to 4 players, but this is a two-player game in a nutshell. You want to play this with 2 players. If you ask me, I prefer it as a two-player game. I like that they put the option for 4 players, but 2 players is where it shines because outsmarting others, I don't know, it's just two-player game for me. So yeah, that is that. I think I praised it long enough. I think you already understand how great this game is. So definitely check this one out. It is a game that will give you a half an hour, 30 minutes of pure joy and fun, even if you're losing. So that is that. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Do check out my Patreon to support my channel that way, or just subscribe. All of those things are really nice and support this channel. And I don't know where I'm going with this. So yeah, that is that. Please do join me next time when I will be running around my house. Just because I want to get in more shape, because I'm completely out of shape. And until then, pozdrav. Did I just find out? Find out? What did you just find out? Did I just found the game? Game. It's like what's the pause? What's the pause for? Of Legends Volume 1. Basically, it's a game where it definitely the name is spoken for